Hello, everybody. Sunday Elijah here from Kyiv, Ukraine. We are coming to you today with creative and innovative power of a genius. Creative and innovative power of a genius. And I'm here with one person that is a real talent, a talent for Nigeria, a talent for Africa, and a talent for our world. Some of you might have been familiar with Emeka Nelson. Now I'm going to present him to you with the new technology and discovery and invention that he had just come up with. Hello, Emeka.
Hello, good evening.
How are you doing today?
I'm very fine. I'm very fine. Are you guys?
We are fine. We are trying our best. How is Nigeria treating you? Are some people, are you making some progress in, making people to get to know more about your work or not?
Okay, talking about Nigeria, in terms of treating us, actually, to me anyway, yeah, I can't really say it's totally bad. Yeah, because it's actually because of the situation that we are in here in the country that people like me are busy trying to look for solutions to our problems. It's because of the existence of the state of Nigeria today that I'm trying to do one or two things to solve them. So I think in that aspect, it's not really that bad. So we're just trying to solve problems. Those problems we know we already have here, a whole lot of them. So I think in my own little, I'm just trying to solve it. So maybe pushing us to the wall at times brings out the best in you anyway.
So you are not relying on government or anybody to come and help you. You are just trying to do your own best.
Sure. The best help you can get, in as much as at every point of time in our lives, God puts people there to help you. But I know there is difference between help and relying on something. I mean, like these are things, there's certain things you need to do. No matter how help would look for people to come and do to us, I believe there are limits to help people can offer you in life. Maybe looking at us as a country, there are so many things we are facing here. Even there are those countries out there that wouldn't want us to get there. That's just a simple truth. No matter how we try to shy away from it, some of these problems are something we need to address by ourselves. It doesn't come on a platter of gold anyway. So yeah, we rely on help like people like you out there and the rest of them that are trying to, help me one way or the other in my works. I think this helps too. These are various ways that God does his own things. From here, you can connect with people like-minded, people that see what you see too, just like you. It's because you see what I'm seeing. That's why we're here today. So
Yes.
it's also part of the help too. Yeah, it's an encouraging one.
I would need you to move your head, to move a little bit backward, I think, so that your head could, yeah, good. So, but I like what you said, that getting help is different from relying and waiting, relying on something to come and help you. But you can just get help in what you are already doing. That is a good philosophy, very, very good philosophy. There are some people who will be coming on today who are watching this program who never heard about you and who didn't see the video that I did with you first. So I would like you to tell us your story from the very beginning, if you don't mind.
Okay, talking from the very beginning anyway, it's pretty a long time now. It's quite a long time now. The beginning is anyway. Let's just say it has been interesting anyway. Has been interesting from the onset. Uh, Being the like coming the background, coming from a very humble home anyway. My parents are just farmers anyway. My parents are farmers, peasant farmers there in the village. I come from Emeka. Emeka is in Odeno local government area of Enugu State, Nigeria. But I grew up in Oka. Oka is in Anambra State. So as little as age of 5, I've left my parents to live with people. It's a townsman anyway. But back then in the village, I've been doing things. I even use this women used to plait their hair. I can use it to interconnect with its various things, and it was like as if I was trying to create a mobile phone telephone network as of then, as a very thing. Yeah, And so many things, I go to waste bins, I just collect trash, it's something like old torches. As of then, I have learned, even at the age of 4, I can remember then I have learned how to connect a bulb in a battery and I see light. If you come into the room, I see myself preparing so many lightning because there is no light as of then in our place. So I'm like using a battery, discarded batteries from torches, and I'm trying to use them to produce light for the house then. So, but at the age of 5, I left. So anyway, I came to Oka to live with our townsmen. So since then, it hasn't been easy. It has been from one thing or the other. Anyway, I can still remember that when I came to Oka New, the first thing I saw with the people, because the husband was actually a vulcanizer, he sells tires, automobile tools, tires. So he also repairs them. So
did they send you there for apprenticeship or what? Is it apprenticeship?
No, it was much more of a houseboy stuff.
Okay.
I need to take care of a little kid there, whereby they also put me in school. Just like a vice versa, whereby I help them this way, where then the other way I also tend to them by going to school.
Yeah, like house help.
Yeah. So when I got there, I saw those, and the husband, they was like, that was what the mom was actually doing. So then something caught my attention. The machine he uses to pump tire. I was so curious, what kind of this, because that was my first time in life of seeing that kind of machine. So I was so curious, how does this thing get air? Where does this machine generate air to inflate a very down tire that I'm looking at? So, but then I was given rules. I was given up to 6 rules, do's and don'ts in the house. Which one of them, my main priority, just to take care of the little girl, the 1-year-old baby, I mean the 2-year-old girl they have there. So we actually attend the same primary school. So now the first rule was that I won't leave her or come to the workshop. I can never come to the workshop for any reason. I'll stay at home with her and do everything. So now, but I'm one kind of very curious human being. Seriously, I always want to know what's in this. So since that day I saw that, all has been on my mind was, what is it that's inside this machine that's doing this? I just want to know, by all means. So, that kind of feeling I want to know, just remove those fear they put into me, like these are lost. When I was thinking like this, I've forgotten that I might get flogged by leaving the kid and going to this. All those things I know that, in fact, I don't care anymore whether I'm going to get flogged, beaten, or anything. What I'm interested in knowing what is inside that machine and how the machine works.
Even if they're going to flog you.
In fact, I didn't even remember again that flogging was going to be part of the punishment. You see that? So it came to a point, their siblings came from the village too to come and stay with them. It was a very good opportunity for me to leave. So I left the house one day, went to the workshop. When I went there, he was busy working with other things. So I was just there busy moving around, like looking at the machines there, how this machine operates. He turned back and saw me. He gave me beating of my life that day anyway. The following day, after 2 days, I went back again to the workshop. The same thing happened. Maybe a week later, I returned back to the workshop after school. That day, he didn't even flog me again. He didn't spank me. So he was like, what are you doing? This is really the 3rd time you flogged me. So I just want to know. So luckily for me, he asked me to do 1 or 2 things in the shop there. I was even so happy. So as early as after 2 years, I think 2 years from them, I learned how to repair automobile tire. In fact, everything.
How to repair the machine, the organizer machine?
Yeah. As little as age of 7, I can repair automobile tire, patch tools, do several things, loose tire from vehicles.
At 7 years old?
Yeah.
Oh.
So that was when I was living as of primary 2. I started the work. I learned the work very well as from primary 2.
Vulcanizer.
I was doing very well. Yeah.
Okay.
So that was how the whole thing started. University. Then from there, like trying to connect wires and electric boys. Those ones are just my normal hobby. It's something I do. So each time we just get out from work, I tend to, and I read a lot anyway. I'm very curious because then. The children in the classroom were as mine. They were like, oh, see, you came from the village, you don't even know anything. And meanwhile, I have this question to learn. I want to know. Because there was a day the teacher wrote something on the board. So The teacher said that this test, the answer is on the board, but it's only meant for those who can read. You know, see the answer. I was like, so we have a test, but the answer is on the board and I can't recognize it. I felt so bad.
You could not read at that time.
Yeah, I can't read. That was when I just came in new. I
From
know
the
as of
from
then,
the village.
I used to, yeah. So I had to do it all myself. I had to look for a way in every possible means. Thank God we lived around the school. Every book every textbook I saw anywhere around, even in the refuse of, I need to pack it. It doesn't matter. All I need that I must read. And the difficult part of it was that I was reading on my own anyway. I had to learn in a very hard way because the people I lived with, they were not that kind of learning anyway. Some of them, they were like from primary school, you just stopped at primary school level. So I can't really see them teaching me. But from the use of alphabet, like a normal alphabet, I can call D, is, that was how it all started. As I learned how to call those words. I had to read as many as I felt. So before the end of my primary 2, I was able to learn to read English. I also was able to learn how to read Igbo very fluently. And also reading novels also affected me a lot because it made me like, where I speak, I can speak very well as of then. So it also earned me like becoming an ambassador to NTA Academy because there was a program they came into, so they found me like the way I speak and how I make use of words then. As little as I was then, they also like, we started running a program that they usually call me Small Uncle. I was part of the program then on NTA. So that was how then that didn't stop my into technology. It was also at that time as we been
that program that was on NTA, was it on technology?
No, it's not running again.
What was it about?
It has to do with just children that are very talented. They were like going to school, several school, picking kids.
Okay, so they selected you to be one of the talented ones.
Yeah, they selected me then. Yeah.
Were you already showing some talents or what?
Then I was doing a lot of things now, and I'm a very curious person. I ask a lot of questions. People say that I ask questions that are beyond me.
So the teachers noticed that you are talented, you are curious.
Yeah, very curious.
What year was that when that television something? How old were you? How old were you?
Okay, that was around 2000 and
no, how old were you?
Okay, I was still in I was still about 9 years, 8-9 years then.
Okay, so you started doing some things that time or what?
Yeah, even before then I've been building things. It's part of me. Like if you come into our house, I mean, where we live then. Where we live in then, you know, we don't normally use kerosene lanterns because at some point it's something that irritates me, like those smokes. As of then, I already devised like using bulbs and battery powering the whole house.
Move backward though. Move your head backward. With your head don't cut off a little bit, like that. So you stop using. You are not using firewood in your place. Kerosene. Kerosene lantern.
They were more using stove.
So how did you resolve the problem of the kerosene lantern things?
You said?
How did you resolve the problem that time?
Okay, I got most of those. Like I said, I used to go to refuse bin. Like on Sunday, I used to go and dump refuse and the rest of them. So from there, I pick waste.
Okay. So
like those ones I pick, I always have an eye for the ones that I feel that I can use to do something. And moreover, our workshop is just almost like inside a mechanic workshop. So we have a lot of electricians and discarded wires there. So it was always an opportunity for me to pick those parts they changed in an automobile. So I used to do it a lot. At some point, they see a lot of things that I do. So some of them used to keep those parts, discarded parts for me. They feel that I always figure out what to do with them.
So in your house, you said you are not using the how did you resolve the electricity, the something problem in the house?
Okay. As of then, the lantern was actually a little bit irritating because of the smoke. The smoke. You might not see the smoke, but there's smoke. You can feel them.
Yes.
So we got used to, yes, because of those lightning ports, even from the parlor, the rooms, everywhere. All I need to do just have a battery somewhere. As of then, I learned how to construct a charger, like using a transformer to make a charger. So when there is light, to recharge the battery. It started that way. From there, it graduated into sound system. I started using like automobile sound system while in the house. Those sound systems that I use in the car, I had to bring them inside the house. I wired them with somehow with batteries. Then I'm already becoming a little bit mature as of then. I'm still about 10 years then. I repair radios then. So anyway, but that's just the background on how I actually grew up. It wasn't really easy, but progressing into my secondary school. So there was this man, he came to the school then. I was still in JS1. So it was like he gave us a challenge. But then I already had something doing because it was during my primary 4 that I lost a friend to generator fume. So I was so curious, I was looking for a way to, I was just looking for a way that I make sure that we don't have, the use of gasoline generators, because I saw them as a threat. As of then, because it was actually one of them that killed my friend then. We were so close. We do a lot of things together. She's also very good with putting stuff together. So, losing him was a very hard blow, a kind of something very extreme to me anyway. Because he's the only one that understands me as of then, even as kids. So we do a lot of things. We have a lot of plans. How we're going to, what we can build and how we're going to change things around us with those things. In fact, we have plans, we have drawings, we already do it. So then later I lost him to a generator fume. I passed my neighbor, I think, in their house. So it was after then that something took my mind back during one science class then from my school. So the teacher was like, the electricity we use in Nigeria was actually all gotten from water. So I'm like, are you serious? So I know water cannot harm. So in such a kind of way, if the electricity we use in Nigeria is gotten from water, why don't every house in every house there's water everywhere in abundance? That means every home is supposed to have electricity. We don't need NEPA anymore. I never knew it was not as easy as I thought then. So I started asking questions. Seriously, I took it serious, very, very serious then. I had to go back to my notes, the primary science textbook we used then. I had to just crack. So, though I couldn't get enough answer, so I went back to the teacher the following day, armed with questions. I asked her, tell me more. She said that there was something in Kenji Dam that the electricity comes from the water there in Kenji Dam in Niger State. I asked her, is Niger State close? Can I go there and take a look at it? This doesn't mean that I know you're a very one kind person. You don't really agree with things, so but this one you are busy. For days now asking people, everybody you find around this school, asking them about how to get electricity water. What are you planning this time around? I don't even say I don't know. I just need to know. So, but he didn't give me something. Like something I need to know. So, but unfortunately, one of those that I was going through the school library, I saw in someone's bag a kind of one of my, like in the house where we live there. So someone was already in secondary school. Unfortunately, I was able to lay my hands on one of his physics texts. I don't even know it was a physics textbook. So I just grabbed it. Then I was just opening through. Then I saw something that has to do with electricity. Then I was able to read. I can read then, so I know things. So and learning how to read as of then made me so happy. I can find anything. I can go anywhere, get information so easily. So I just got the physics test. Then I just saw a box with something like a fan inside. They say it was a hydro but that was how the electricity come. I was so happy that day. As much I don't know how they came about it, but I just saw something I can recognize. I know I can replicate it. So that was how we started the water power generator.
But what you saw was just the photograph now, the diagram.
You said?
What you saw, you didn't see any machine now. It was only photo you saw.
Yeah, it was only a photograph. It was actually a photograph. But that alone gave me a kind of idea of what we are actually going into. So that is it. So it started that way. I started trying to put things in play. Anyway, at the initial stage, it didn't work. It didn't work, not at all. But as time goes on, I keep on doing things, going on. So, but people don't know that even at the cost of doing that job, I mean, getting that generator done, it got to a point like on Sunday. That day was actually a Modern Sunday. So in the house there, I was the one that even killed the chicken that I'm preparing. But that day, my head was filled up. So all I need to do was find a solution how to get this thing work better. So then I remember there was one construction company close, and the fence I can't enter. So I need to climb the mango tree to look. There was a machine, I saw something closer. So I believe the picture, getting to see that machine again, will give me idea of what I'm looking for.
Wow.
So that morning, my auntie never knew that I was planning to go and climb the mango tree to look at the compound.
You never saw generator before then?
He said?
You never saw with your eye generator?
I know that there's a generator, but I started working on my own. I've seen generators around. I know how generators work, but I wanted to build the one that can work with water.
So what happened that day? Were you able to climb to the mango tree?
No, I didn't. I didn't. I really didn't. I didn't because, but I figured that there was a mango tree close to the fence. And then that time was time of mangoes tree. There is a lot of mango on top of it. So I told my baby that I'm coming. In fact, I didn't tell her where I'm going because she won't allow me because the food is almost ready. It was Sunday morning after Mass. So I came back. I just left. She didn't know when I left. So I went and climbed the mango tree. Then I looked at the fence. I just saw the stuff. I was so happy. I sat down there. I was busy plucking the mango I was eating. That was the last thing I remembered. So I fell down. I think I became unconscious for almost a week and 5 days.
5 days?
A week and 5 days. I became unconscious.
A week and 5 days?
Yeah, I think after 1 week and 2 days, I think a few days later, the day I woke up, the doctor said I was dead anyway. We still have the report. They confirmed me dead. After a week and 2 days, it was only on the third day. The people I'm living with, that's my father anyway. He couldn't believe. He said, "No, that is not possible." Because it wasn't necessarily as if I sustained injury, but I fell down. I landed on a concrete there. There was a concrete on the mango tree is very, very tall. So I landed on the concrete with my hat on the concrete. So that was it. Well, there was no external injury, no broken bone, nothing. But instantly I passed away. I can tell you,
when you are eating the mango, you are thinking about the machine.
Yeah. It was as if I saw something, but immediately that was how the whole thing I could remember. That was the last thing I remembered. Till I woke up after a week and 3 days. On the third day, it was after 1 week, I think it was on Thursday. I woke up on Thursday. In the morning after, because it was on Wednesday, the doctor said, I think it was in the morning, the doctor said I was dead anyway. My people refused anything should happen, that they should let me be that way. They say I couldn't even feel my heartbeat anymore.
Wow.
So, but later, I think I was actually hearing a voice. It was when I woke up, I think the last thing the person I heard was actually my dad. He was calling me, shouting my name. But this is shouting my name. But when I woke up, I regained consciousness that day after the doctor said I'm dead already. Everywhere was so dark. I couldn't see anybody. Even if I opened my eyes, everywhere was so dark. I can't really see anybody. So, but after 2 days, I was okay. I was very good again. No broken bones, as I'm back. So, but I guess that helped to clear my head anyway. That incident helped me a lot.
It helped you?
Yeah.
How?
It cleared my head anyway.
How? So your head became very clear?
Yeah, my head became clear. It was as if it was a kind of a divine purpose.
Wow. You started understanding what you couldn't understand before. Hello? Your head became clear and you started understanding what you could not understand before.
Yeah. I begin to see things in another perspective.
So tell me your journey. What began to happen after that?
I found out that there's so many things around me I can use. If I see me, I was busy, like I can stay from morning to night without eating. I was so busy, I just wanted to achieve something. It seems the whole picture is clearer now. I knew what to do and how to get it done as of then. With the little I had around me. So it was after that at least I had success. I was able to build the first design that the general output then was over, I think, about 8 point something volts, just using the water there, running the gen. But as of that time, it was still in primary ways, was still in primary 6 then.
So in primary 6 was when you were able to build your first
design, yeah. It was in primary 6.
Generator that converts water to electricity.
Power, yeah.
In primary 6, 12 years old.
Yeah, that was then, exactly. So, but the whole improvement just began. It's all like the whole other things followed suit while I was, I think, during my secondary school. I think it went different process, about 4 different designs before we'll have what we have now. But I think during my secondary school, there were so many other things I was working on, even drones. In fact, there's so many of them. Because then in secondary school, we used to go for many competitions. I always win anyway. I always win. As from then till now, I won several awards anyway. A lot of my works has gotten several awards. So anyway, for coming to the issue of the waste to wealth machine, I did that. That was actually in my secondary school. I think I was still in. Yeah, it was. The whole idea started right from SS1. Yeah, that was within my SS1. I started conceiving the idea. But when I started the actual work on it was immediately after I had my WAEC. I was waiting for admission and the rest of them. So it took me, I think, over a few months. But from SS1 to SS2, I was already working on prototypes. It wasn't successful during the SS1 because I don't really have much. Anyway, I don't know, because then it was as if I was working blindly. Then I don't even have a mobile phone then. I had to just go to friends, because in school we have a computer lab. So during the break time, and there was free internet there, I just go into the computer lab, go to Google things, I have my jotter, I write down some things. Then I also have my chemistry textbooks. I read. I just go there to read. Those ones I can't find in chemistry textbook. This one was part of the ones I did. But anyway, it's not this one anyway.
Which one is this one?
Yeah, this one I called it Farmer. I did this one in that was my SS1.
This machine?
Yeah.
Are you the one who built it?
I built it from scratch to finish.
From scratch to finish?
Yeah.
Yourself?
Yeah, I built it. This one.
Tell me, what is it about?
Okay, this one, the idea then was like, I was looking at the problem with farming. Farming in, let's just say, in this part of our East, because that's where I've seen things. Because sometimes things I do usually is a result of what I've seen anyway. I feel that I need to do something. Okay, that's how the whole thing, inspiration comes. Sometimes just that maybe I've seen something around, something I don't like, or maybe I feel that this is so hard, I need to do something to help out. It starts from like that. So that was what actually gave birth to this one. I was still in SS1 then. I was just walking towards the bush, but I saw an old woman clearing the grass, cutting grass. I saw the amount, the kind of amount of heat sweat coming out of her. And she's very old. So I was like, why don't you have a machine that can cut this grass, clear this farm for her? And that was, okay, because I'm also an advocate for a clean environment, okay? I don't like in terms of global warming, I want this a clean energy. I'm so advocate of. So I was like, why don't I look for a way to create a machine whereby, because then I already have this idea of biogas stuff, organic fertilizer from waste and grasses and maybe leftover foods. So I was like, okay, this is a green grass that this man is doing this. Why don't if we were able to create a machine that can cut this grass probably automatically? Maybe she's an old woman. Maybe I can hand her over a remote. She can stay under one tree pressing a remote while the machine is doing the job for her. So that's the idea. And at the end of the day, these grasses, instead of her going to burn these grasses and releasing some harmful gases to the earth, we can transform this grass into cooking gas, and that's methane, biogas, and organic fertilizer. So that's exactly what this machine does. Although it's a product, but it works.
So it's grass clearing machine?
Yeah, what the machine does is that it clears the grass. For example, assuming that we're in a field now, but this one can only work in a field because of this. I mean, it's still a prototype, but it works 100%. So it can clear the grass, pack it by itself, dump it, like you can see something protruding at its back. It packs it there, and at the end of the day, it transforms it into biogas and organic fertilizer. That's what it does.
It it transforms the grass to fertilizer and
biogas.
Biogas.
Yeah, that's what it does. It has a biodigester inside.
It has a biodigester inside.
Yeah.
That will digest the grass into biogas.
Yeah. It's remote controlled anyway. I still look forward to upgrade or to do more job on it at least. But the happiness there is that I feel that as far as the prototype was able to work, do exactly what I want, I believe I can still scale it up.
So it's remote control.
Yeah.
So no driver needs to sit inside.
No. It's a remote control.
So that even the old woman could do it.
Yeah, but it can also be designed to someone, like I see something, you can see the top of it. The top of it is meant that someone can climb. You can see the stairs around it. It's also meant that you can operate it remotely somewhere, or someone can climb into it. So these are the two options I gave to the machine. So if you look at the topmost part of it, you see there just at the top part of the machine there, you see where it seems like somewhere beautifully designed there. Very blue something.
It's like I thought that is where a driver can sit down.
Yeah, assuming for example this is an old woman, she can't turn steering or something like that, but there's a buttons there, a lot of buttons where you can relax and press buttons, you see the machine moving. That's what I actually wanted to achieve. So that at least someone like the old women I saw there can make use of that machine with ease.
Wow, this is such a great idea. Thank God they showed this photograph, because you are not planning to talk about this.
It was also part of it. So, but going towards the waste to wealth machine.
Waste to wealth.
Yeah, waste to wealth. Okay. I call it one way because there are a whole lot of it now. It's no longer what it was then. We already had other like advanced designs of it.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, I've built already. Like the last time we did an interview, the one you guys saw there, I already upgraded it. It's no longer, I already have another design surpassing that one.
Wow. But what about the waste to energy, to wealth?
Yeah, waste to wealth. What that one does, we can make, we can get, first of all, foremost, we can get diesel. You can get something like diesel, petroleum product like diesel, kerosene, and petrol from it. Yeah, that was it. I call this one C12.
Tell me about this one.
Yeah, that was the one I did in secondary. This one was the product, the one I built. That while I was in SS3.
Yes, because I want you to explain it to people who didn't see the something.
Okay, now what this one does is that, like I said earlier, then what actually prompted this, in as much I already had eye on trying to how to kind of manage waste, and it was already there. because dude, I was in a science class anyway. We did organic chemistry. From SS2 already started an organic chemistry class. So the teacher once mentioned, I said that these plastics, whatever the rest of them, that the reason why they don't biodegrade because they come from they have a hydrocarbon components in them, meaning that the major raw material used in producing those plastic waste and the rest of them comes from hydrocarbon. And hydrocarbon, because of that, they don't biodegrade. So now, at the end of the day, end up becoming a kind of a nuisance to the environment. You see, so the last one that the teacher said then was like, if we were able to find a way to remove those hydrocarbons from this waste now, then we'll be able to take care of the waste permanently. Now, the problem then was, how do we do it? This is in a solid form. It has gone through the several processes before becoming a plastic or waterproof or other things. So then, one idea came to me was like, why don't you look for a way to return it back to its original? Like, you can imagine in a process, you bring this, you mix up, you bring this, you mix up, you bring at the end of the formula. Like, I was like, take it back to its original, that original state before it becomes a plastics. Maybe from there you can separate them, then extract the hydrocarbon in them, then render the rest useless. So that was the whole idea.
So it converts plastic materials to energy.
Yeah, this one, as you can see, this particular one now, what we do is that we'll get, this one can transform the plastics into petrol, diesel, kerosene, even some heavy oil and paraffin. This paraffin wax you use for candles. Then at the end of the day, a residual waste that usually accumulates in the machine can also be used to produce these interlocking tiles. Tiles, wow. I mean like
in the house.
Yeah, interlocking blocks. Yes, from this machine now.
So there are 5 products that this thing can produce?
Yeah. With this machine, I can get bricks from those plastics. I can get tiles. There's so many, even interior finishing. It's all about getting the mold that you want, then get the design and shape. Then you get it.
So it will get oil? Or what? Tell me the list. Give me the list of all the products that will come from the waste from this machine.
The products you can get from this machine, you can get diesel. I mean the diesel you use to drive car.
Okay.
Some call it AGO. Then you can get PMS.
What is PMS?
PMS is petrol.
Petrol, yes.
Yeah, then we can also get kerosene.
Okay.
Then we can also get paraffin wax. That's what we can call it, candle wax.
Yes.
Then at the end of the day, we can also get interlocking stones. Then tiles. The tiles that we know for you use in building constructions.
Yes.
The pavement block. There are a whole lot of things we can get from this.
Wow.
It's very broad.
Yeah. How long did it take you to build this one?
This one didn't take me up to a month. Let's just say not up to 1 year.
Okay,
a few months.
About 1 year?
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's just a few months. About 6 months as of then.
Where did you? But now it will take you only about. Now only about 3 months, eh?
Yeah, over 6 months as of then.
Okay. How did you get all these things, all the parts?
Yeah. Put in them because most of it I had to produce them from scratch to finish. It was more easier for me because of the former prototypes I did, all the experiments I did. So I already know what to do and what not to do.
But where did you get the parts from? The parts?
From mechanic workshops. And I had to go for refuse dumps, mechanic workshops. I can take a pretty good look at it. It's just something that you can find around us. You can find 18 tomato, the rest of them, very large ones. I use them.
Okay, let's see the next picture there.
So this is a very large one anyway. So this is also a prototype.
Explain it.
It's the same machine, but a very, very large capacity. So this was actually funded by a friend. So he wanted us to see if we can take the technology into something very massive. Okay. So the design here is that we're looking at getting over 5,000 liters on daily basis, 5,000 liters of diesel. But this one is meant strictly for diesel from those wastes.
So waste will be giving diesel.
Yeah.
5,000 liters a day.
Yeah, that's what we're expected to get from this. It's functional, it's working, but not really up to that capacity. But there is something, places we need to do some correction, but it's working.
Wow. And it is, what kind of waste can one put inside?
You say?
What kind of waste material? What are the waste you use?
Here you can put plastics, waterproof, nylon, the rest of it. There's so many of them. As far as it has a relationship with hydrocarbon.
Okay.
Even some of our footwears, yeah. So, but this one, I did this, I was still in my, I think, first year, because I did, after my secondary school, I proceeded to Metallurgical Training Institute. It's a kind of a vocational training institute. It's in Onitsha, Anambra State.
Okay.
So I was thinking when I built this one. I built it with some friends because I have a team. There was a team I created right from secondary school. So we graduated becoming a senior team right in school days. So I also created another one in school at Metallurgical. This team is still functioning up to today. We call ourselves CMT Square. You see, God, you see that they're doing great things anyway.
Beautiful.
I founded the team.
Okay, let's see the next photograph. It's your yes photo. Which one is this one?
Okay. The whole thing behind this was that I was actually experimenting on, how we can create drones. With things around us, drones.
Yo, drones.
Yeah, surveillance. Something that can take pictures and videos.
Yeah, drones, yes.
So I actually use bedroom sweepers and other things. But the funny aspect of this was,
is it from bedroom? What is this coming from?
I use the bedroom sweepers and some other plastics to build it.
To build this one?
And I have 3 electric motors here.
So this thing can fly?
Yeah, it flew away up to today. I don't know where it is.
It has flown away?
It has no control. Yeah. I immediately built it. I think a friend of mine, Anthony, he actually came to the workshop. It was actually in that in the workshop, the organizer workshop I told you. That was where I built this. I was in the workshop. Maybe there's no work. I just need to sit down and start putting things in place.
So how did it disappear?
So the guy is a very good friend of mine anyway. He's one of my best friends. So he came, he saw it. So he was so interested, like he get to know what it is. Me too, I don't know what he's capable of doing. The device I built in because I've not tested it. I wanted to get a very long wire, then maybe put it in a battery, then see how it's going to respond. So we ended up putting a battery inside the device with a switch, with a kind of 2 wires like this. So Anthony came, connected the 2 wires together. So before we know what happened, the machine just flew away.
Wow.
We are here to sit up to today.
Because you had not succeeded in building the remote control for it to come back.
Yeah, there's no control in it. The thing just flew away in a twinkle of an eye. So we couldn't find it out to today.
But have you been able to design another drone that can come back, that can go and come back?
Yeah, what actually did that while I was in Metallurgical anyway. I did that while I was in Metallurgical.
So you can now design drone that you can control?
Yeah. We can control that one, but the control is not really that perfect. That one because the programming. I had a friend, Thompson. He's very good in writing program. Though he's still learning. He actually wrote the program. It wasn't really that too efficient in terms of control, but the thing can fly around at least. We didn't allow it to go past our reach. So there is still a lot we need to know anyway. So that's by the way. So there is
Wow.
still other things there.
But thank God you were able
Um,
to take the photograph for this one.
yeah, I was able to take the photograph before it flew away.
Wow. Okay, let's see the next photo.
Okay, that's my final year project. That was my final year project.
Yes, please explain the details to people who are seeing it for the first time.
Okay, I called it a shield machine. I called it a shield. You know what I did there, the 3 years I spent there. My course was what I studied was instrument and control. So now I'm aware that there are some rooms, like let's just say in a very large firm now. When it comes to radiation, instrument and control personnel were always exposed to radiation and the rest of other harmful things, hazardous radiations in the field there. And you find that there are certain things that is very much kind of very harmful for human beings to do. So the whole idea that gave birth to this was like, I'm trying to create a machine. I mean, a kind of independent machine that you can stay in your house and stand somewhere. The machine will go there and do your job, rather than you risking your life going there.
Is
So
that not
that
the
was,
same idea like drone?
yeah. But we needed a machine, something that is very strong. And that was even when we had the issue of fire disaster everywhere. So we're looking at a machine that can go and do rescue operation. We also had this issue of insurgency. And we always hear that the military were like, the bomb blasts, IED, the donating, and the rest of them. I was like, what if we were able to create a machine? Okay, let's say we have somewhere like 1 kilometer away from here, this location now. We have a kind of information that we have an IED there. Instead of sending men to go there and die without, you don't even know whether who created the IED, somewhere they're waiting for you with the remote. Once you come, it detonates it. If we're able to create a machine that we can stay somewhere remotely and monitor it, the machine will go there and I think diffuse the IED. I think we'll be in a better position rather than risking lives every day.
So the machine will go into the fire.
Yeah, you can go into this one can do that.
Put
For rescue.
Put up the fire.
Yeah, we tested this. So this one can climb stairs. You can look at how the crawler leg. That's why it has a crawler leg. Crawler leg looks like that of an excavator. They are built that way so that they can withstand even in slippery areas, they can go anywhere, climb, and come back. So that's why it has that kind of leg. So what the machine does, this one is actually autonomous anyway. We program, all you need to do just put in some figures, maybe using a machine language anyway. Actually works with a map. With that map, the machine can read and know where you ask them to go. You go there, like this one can go into your room, pick some files, and bring it right where you are.
As long as you have the map.
As long as you start something you have written and put inside it, or you can use your mobile phone, kind of direct it. Once you click, tell it go to so area, do this, you will go there and come back. That's it. It's powered by your partner. So.
And it will bring the thing you want to bring or do what you want him to do over there.
Yeah. So we also consider so many things, like while we're building it, while I was actually building it, it was actually my idea anyway, but I had a team that I worked with. We built this thing from scratch to finish. We went to Headbridge on each and got materials there. At the initial stage, people think that we can't do it because when they saw it as a kind of a project, when they saw the design, I did the design and submitted. But my HOD, being a good man, he said that he believed that the history of the school, that anyway, we were just like, our set was just like the people that started the school. They wanted to see great things again. So I told him, sir, we can do this. They were like, they wanted to go to something lesser. I told him no. I really want to be proud that like tomorrow I study here, I come out, someone will need to ask me, Nelson, what did you have? I know a lot of people expect much from me. I need to show them. At least this is a proof that I was here. So that was
yes.
This.
So something like this, one can send it to Boko Haram area to go and do some devastation there.
Yeah. That was the whole idea. That was the whole idea, so that we can even equip it with weapons. So, and it can walk through the fire because we are equipped with such a way that like kind of a fire, something like fire extinguisher installed in it. Assuming it senses that there may be fire. The machine does not go there to maybe to put on fire. We didn't build it that way. What it does is just that to clear its way. You can put on fire at least good enough for it to pass through the fire, then go and get something. Maybe you have something in your house, maybe important document, or someone is there that needs rescue. That's why it has an arm. You can see very, very tall arm, very lengthy arm there. You can use it to grab something, put it by yourself then.
So you can even bring somebody from inside the room.
Yeah. So that's the whole concept with the machine. We also incorporated a kind of a function of excavator. There's so many things we have to bring together, add it into one to make it a machine. So like turning 360 degrees, so many things, raising and coming down and walking, and there's so many things.
So one can actually reload it and load inside fire extinguisher inside to also put off the fire.
Yeah, I wish the video is, because we have a whole lot of video. Even if it's in YouTube, it's on YouTube, the video, you can see how you see the machine working.
Oh, so it's already, you have the video where it's working?
Yeah, we have the video on YouTube, I think we have the video. My friend uploaded it on YouTube. The day of our defense,
Where this thing was going to the fire or what?
Yeah. We had to. No, it wasn't really like physical. What we did was like, if you try to come, like, let's just say we'll have to light up something with like visible fire, burning fire. Once you tend to come closer to it, you see it splashing a whole lot of water on you immediately, trying to put it off.
Okay.
Because immediately, by the sense of that fire coming close, maybe intense heat.
And did you also try to use it to bring something out of inside somewhere?
So then what it does there, yes, like I said, it depends on what you want it to do. All you need to just key in the program, tell him this is what I want you to do. It's as simple as that. It's just like a kind of a multi-purpose stuff.
But it looks like an excavator or whatever, to be in building, like a crane. Can it be used like a crane excavator when in construction?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That you have to incorporate different designs from different machines. Like it has some aspect of excavator.
Okay.
Excavator is one of a very strong machine that can go into an even ditch and still come out. So we need to incorporate we look at different machines to have, trying to pick up some points from them, then incorporate it into one machine. It can also behave like an excavator, but the arms there you can see has a kind of a grab, two arms at the tip of it. It uses it to grab something.
Wow.
And it's also helps because the reason why it's made it so long, so that you can be able to open doors and like open your door to a room and enter. So that's why. So it can stretch his hand, then open the door and then walk in. So that's it.
Amazing. Maybe we'll see. Do we have the video? I think we have the video. We might be able to show. We are going to the internet or the YouTube to look for the video, to show the video.
Okay.
So, but with the Boko Haram and the secret places like that where there are camps, how fast can it go somewhere and come back? Can we make it to speed up?
Yeah. The device is very, very fast anyway. Let's just say it can travel, let's just say, if I can say in let's just say less than 5 minutes, you can meet up, let's just say maybe 5 or 6 kilometers. It runs very fast.
Wow.
But it depends on you that's controlling. It's very, very pretty fast.
You have the video.
And the legs make the traction very, very strong because it can grasp anything.
It can grab anything and bring it out.
Yeah. Okay, this was actually in the lab while we were still trying to stimulate some things on it.
Okay, this was in the lab.
Yeah, this is still in the lab. We're still working on it then.
This is not the video. You have another video where it has already started working.
Yeah, I think there should be a final video because a friend actually uploaded it and I don't know whether maybe he took it, I don't know where. But this was where we're still trying to stimulate some function of it to see how it goes.
In the lab?
Yeah. That was my lab in school. Those people around there are my friends. I think they're my teammates. So we all did it together.
So you now have remote control for it, eh?
Yeah. That then we have both wireless and normal wire remote in case it misbehaves because the thing can even hurt people. So we need to we'll be ready for anything. You know, it's a machine, it can start to misbehave at any point. We just need to be be ready for anything. So that's it.
Wow. And you people are just gathering all these things together by yourself with hand.
Yeah.
This is not industry.
Yeah, we just gather most of them right from, you can say, from Headbridge, Onitsha, go to mechanic workshops, gather just them. We just lose things around us. People were thinking that maybe we're going to go to outside to import some materials, maybe put them together, but I ended up seeing us joining metals together. So we're actually trying to look at the strength, what can it lift. So this also there was also part of the test because every point we tend to test it.
Yeah.
I think this particular video, the one that uploaded this.
Wow. The test is working right there in the laboratory.
Yeah, that was in the laboratory.
Look, but if you people have a factory, or you know, I said if you had been in Europe or America where there are industries and factories, you people will be doing wonders. Oh.
Yeah. But you know what was actually the limitation here is just that most of the things we need, we don't see them here. Even the machine, the environment, none of them is there. So it's really difficult. It's not as if we cannot do better than that, but just that we don't have those facilities. We can't do them.
Beautiful.
So that was just it. So that was what I did as my final year project.
Was the school happy?
You said?
Your school, were they happy?
Yeah, sure. It made them proud. They were so happy about it. You can see it crawling around, trying to mimic excavator and the rest of the thing. So
beautiful.
But that was just that.
Wow. Okay, let's see the next picture. We have already seen Ojibila. You already saw this. Which one is this here?
Okay, that was when I was building the robot.
Ah, this robot.
That was at the front of my hostel, yeah. I was still designing some part of it. You can see the metal, how it looked like at its initial stage.
Wow. Let me see.
Okay, this one is also a work in progress. Is the hybrid? Let me just call it a hybrid design of the waste to weld machine. Like the initial one you saw there, I told you I did that while I was still in secondary school, SS3.
Yes.
And I was trying to improve on it. Maybe you still see the final picture. Here is where I was still working. There was the back of their house. I tried just to establish a little small workshop, no matter how little it is, as I had to work from there.
Okay, next one.
Yeah, you see the same work in progress. You can see it's changing. Things coming up.
Yes. This is the same one, eh?
Yeah, it's still working there. See the same thing.
Okay. This is what we saw already.
Yeah, I've seen this.
Slide. What's happening here?
Yeah, that was in my lab. Anyway, it was not only my department, but we had to make use of other departments to put the machine in order, like welding and fabrication. Anyway, it was the building most of those things that made me to learn so many things, so many skills. Anyway, I can weld, I can do things, so many things. Because I welded the machine, I did the welding work. In as well, it wasn't my department. We don't weld in our department, but I had to weld.
To do everything yourself.
Yeah, with the friends, they don't know how to weld. So I'm the only one who's maybe, let's just say, so confident enough to go and handle a welding machine there. I can do both, a lot of form of welding, both arc welding, so many advanced welding. I can handle them, welding machines.
Sure.
So that was what I was still working in the robot. That's it there.
Yes.
It was inside the workshop, yeah. Okay. Anyway, this is an I just had to mimic a normal. This is the expeller. We call it industrial ventilator. It's a ventilator or expeller, just like we call it that.
Yes.
So I found that in Nigeria we always go outside to import most of these things. I figured that we can maybe definitely start building it locally, using things around us here. I mean, building more efficient one than the ones we go to other part of the world to get import.
Beautiful.
I actually built this for someone, yeah. For a company, I built it for them.
And they are using it?
Yeah, it's up to today, yeah. Very, very efficient.
Industrial ventilator. Okay. Next one. This is the same one,
So that
right?
was, yeah, that's still it.
Okay. What about this?
Okay. Yeah, that's the machine. The one you saw me working on it, I told you at the back of the house, that's it. That's the end point.
That is the one that converts from waste.
Yeah, to this. So this one is twice more efficient than the one I did in secondary school.
So this one will
So
yeah.
Of hydro, yeah.
Tell me what it does fully.
So it's also what it does that it also converts those waste, plastics waste into petrol, kerosene, diesel, and the rest of it. It's with this that I started getting tiles. I mean, roofing tiles and the rest of them.
Excellent.
Segment block, yeah, with this.
So this will produce. It will produce tiles, both floor tiles and roofing tiles.
Yeah, even roofing sheet, just with this.
Wow.
This one, I built this from scratch. I think I built it under 3 days.
Wow. And it's working.
Yeah, but it was just like from morning to night, day and night stuff. I was able to complete under 3 days.
My God.
This one got an award. He won a program. There's this Anambra talent show that we did. So it was the winner of the program.
Wow. Okay, next lady.
So that's just the machine. That's it there.
Yes. So
in summary, those the machines. Okay, that's the video. Anyway, the video I did for it.
Okay. So you are saying something that in summary.
So the summary of the whole thing is that these things is something I know. Let me just say, it's not only all about that I read a lot that I know them. Sometimes just come like a normal inspiration. Your head is like your head wants to explode. And sometimes I just need to put them in writing. Sometimes maybe under a few seconds, I already had a kind of a clear picture and the design of A to Z of what it looks like. Once the inspiration comes, it doesn't take anything. So I can still like even up to 1 year without writing it down. But I can still remember from scratch to finish what it looks like, how I want to achieve this, and how I want it to look like. Each part of it, the measurement, how it's going to be, and why do I need it there. So that's how it comes anyway. It's not really something you struggle. I believe it's just that kind of a natural gift that comes with people. Yeah, I'm very good at that. So, but in spite of all this I'm doing, the most difficult and part of it is just that here in Nigeria, there's not much opportunity. Sometimes I need to do more. I need to do a whole lot of things, seriously. But each time you see something like a kind of that storm there, at the end of the day, you meet a kind of a dead end. You do the ones you can, but at the end of the day, you find out that it's not really doing much as you want to. Maybe definitely you don't have someone at the top and the rest of them. Being the kind of person that I really want to learn, seriously, I do. I really want to find myself in an environment whereby I can see those machines. You know, sometimes I get jealous of my friends outside because they send me pictures of where they are in the class, the lab, they do. I was like, even if I can spend maybe 1 hour, even one day in this kind of lab, and let me just put up a challenge to anybody if I can't do anything there. Something really beautiful out of those, because this once if I look at those lab and maybe workshops, seeing them fully equipped, I begin to see a kind of a place where I want to be, and somewhere something I really want to do. And these are the things that if you look around here, you don't see them. Maybe it might be in one school or the other, but I don't see them here. And these are the things that we really need here. If we really need most of these things to kind of be something that we really need to find in homes, different homes there. So that's exactly where I want to find myself. And the difficult part of it, that the reason why I'm not even continuing my studies again after the last one was the one that actually was seeing me through school died. Dr. Emmanuel Ebuoga.
He died?
He was one. He said?
The man died?
Yeah. He died while I was, because the plan there was, if I finish the 3 years course on instrument and control in that National Metallurgical Training Institute, I'll continue straight to the university. But it was actually at my final year. I didn't even finish my final year. The man died. So going for the again became a very big problem.
Well, what school would you like to go to? MIT, right?
He said?
What school would you like to go to? Would you like to go to MIT?
I want to go to MIT. You see, even if not MIT, okay, there have been some schools I've been looking around, maybe in the Google. At some point, I think I got admission in Gregory. I think it was in this Institute of Technology, Abata. Yeah.
Yes.
I wrote, then I did the application. Everything was successful, but the problem was that I looked at the other funds I need to pay, because the school fees there. I applied for machinist engineering. I got it, but I couldn't go because I didn't have the fund. This happened last year, I think late last year. So the whole thing just went down like that. So I couldn't go again because I don't have the fund.
You know what? Just keep on doing what you are doing. Help is on the way. Remember that word. Help is on the way. You are in my program. You are in my thoughts. And I am definitely thinking about you. But soon and very soon, by the grace of God, help is on the way. You are going to have everything you like to have. Just keep on getting your ideas together. Keep on getting your dreams together. Keep on developing them. One day, and I hope God will help us to make it faster. Once my trouble here finishes, I'll be able to have access to a lot of things, to my money and to my other contacts, and help is on the way. That's what I can say. So just keep on developing yourself, keep on growing, keep on doing what you need to do. Maybe somebody will also see now and offer some help. But this your talent. I've already told you, now that you have gotten to me, you got to know me, forget. You are, it's just a matter of time, by the grace of God.
All right, thanks a lot. And I wouldn't want to forget a couple of people who has been there anyway. They have been contributing in one way or the other they want. Someone like Carol Akamune, his brother too, has also been there. People like you, someone like you too, we also been there. Great people are kind of people you look up to, I find out that I still hope we can still do a lot of things together. I think there also someone like Mr. Martin and there's so many NDOP, the whole lot of them. Maybe I might not be able to. Then Henry, there's so lot of them there out there. In fact, a whole lot of people there. Some of them, you can imagine that some of them even fund some of these things by themselves. They bring in money and go, let's just do something first. And I really like, even when it seems something is not happening, these are the people that will be there, like people like you will be there, like, get something done. You find out that that thing alone is enough to keep you going. You find out that there's still people that see what you are saying. It's very important. And I'm really happy I have a whole lot of people like that, ranging from you, and there's so many of them that I've not even met in person. But they're there taking a lot of things for it, trying to make me a better person. I really want to appreciate a lot of them, seriously.
Yeah, you know, this is your talent. Thank God that you will not, you know, in Nigeria, people like you, they get wasted. But this time, you will not. God has brought you at the right time. You know, and we are going to make sure that this talent is not lost. But what this thing I'm looking at now, is it oil or what?
That's diesel. That's diesel. That's diesel.
So the plastic material, the plastic.
It's a plastic that have been converted into diesel. What you saw there is just a diesel. I'm clean diesel that we can use.
Cleaning it.
Yeah.
So it first how does it do? It first converts it to diesel or to oil and then cleans it.
No. What happens is that this machine, like I call it hybrid. Now, it can only produce one product at a time. There's a button in it now. All you need to do is select the particular product you want. You see it coming out. Assuming I wanted to produce a petrol, I can do it. All I need to just select the button to a petrol. The machine knows that this is the petrol that we're going to produce. If I want kerosene, I can equally do that.
So right now it's producing diesel.
Diesel, yeah, I will see it in the sample there.
I see two bottles, two tubes.
Yeah. At the lower level, you have water. At the lower level, what you have there is water. Because there are a whole lot of things that has to do with the final collection and the temperature there. So the water there is just like a kind of a form of a kind of temperature controller where we are able to kind of maintain the temperature. You can see the diesel.
Okay.
It has been separated already. The water is still remaining inside the machine while at the end of the day you have our diesel.
I see. So the water is the cooler.
Yeah.
Like the air conditioner.
Yeah. Because even normally in science, because the diesel is denser than water, it tends to flow on top of water. Water then goes under and stays there because water is heavier. So that's it.
Okay. That's beautiful. Wow. Well, let me talk to our people who are watching us right now. Maybe some people would like to call into the program. Hello, everybody. I don't know if you have been following this program with Emeka Nelson Eze. This is one of the guys. Once I have my freedom and I have my breakthrough from here, I mean my liberty to leave Ukraine, once I finish my battles here, this is one of the guys that I have great plan for. And if nobody is going to help him, by the grace of God, I am going to be there for him. And thank God there have been people who have been helping him. But, you know, please keep on dreaming, you know. Get your widest dream. Everything you want to do in life, by the grace of God, you'll be able to do it. No doubt about it. We are going to make sure that it comes to pass. Like I said, just a matter of time. But maybe somebody would like to call into the program. Any one of you that might want to call into the program, please go to Facebook Messenger, look for Move Agents. Go to Facebook Messenger, look for Move Agents. And when you get to Move Agents, just drop us a line, send us SMS message that you would like to call. Just send us a message that you want to call. Facebook Messenger. Facebook Messenger, Move Agents. Facebook Messenger, Move Agents. Facebook Messenger, Move Agents. So just go there and write to us that you want to call, and we'll be happy to receive your contribution and your ideas and suggestions in this program. So the creative and innovative power of a genius. That is it. Our continent and our country is breeding genius. We need to be able to support them. And if you want to also develop your ingenuity and creative ability, maybe this book will help you. And all of us have some ingenuity and genius in us. So let us discover ourselves. Let us discover our creative, innovative, and genius power. And like Emeka has done, Emeka has discovered his genius power, and we just need to support him so that these kind of people don't lose the gifts and the talent that God has given them. Okay? Do we have another book there? What's the other book there? I have my latest book, which is called Ladies, Forget About Marriage, Build Your Life. Ladies, forget about marriage, build your life. So this is my latest book. And this book is not saying that you shouldn't marry. It's only saying that build your life first before you think of marriage. Don't be rushing to go and build marriage when you have not built your life. It will lead to catastrophe. But it's an interesting book that even men will find very interesting to read. And for those people who might want to help Emeka Nelson, can we have his details, information, so that you'll be able to get in touch with him directly, either on Facebook or, anyhow, we will show you his contacts now so that you could get in touch with him and see how you could help him. So let's try to all gather ourselves together to see how we could help this talent that God has given to Nigeria. It's a gift to Nigeria, to Africa. And if you will support him, all our continent will have to gain. We'll benefit from it. But if we don't support him, we will all be the loser. I think we have a caller, right? Hello?
Hello, good day. This is Prince Will calling from New Jersey.
Yes, Prince Will. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm good, dear sir. How are you doing?
We have another one today. Oh.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Can you see this young man, 20-something years old?
Yes, these are the talents we have in Nigeria. And we are using crude means to fight insurgencies.
Unbelievable.
It is really unbelievable. There is no human development at all. And those that try to develop themselves by themselves, they are lying to waste. They just allow them to get frustrated and turn into means that are not as productive as they are supposed to be. You see, this young man is converting waste into fuel. What he's actually explaining and what that machine does is a fact. It happens.
Yes, and we can see it. Yes. We can even see it with the video now.
Yes. What he just did is converting plastic into an oil in the absence of oxygen. So that's what actually happened. It's amazing. We have talent. We have talent. That the same thing that scientists are all over the world in the Western world are doing. We have people doing it in a crude way.
Can you imagine if this guy is giving laboratory, if he's giving, factory, industry?
Okay. If he's, we just don't even need him to do more. All we need is for him to develop the machine he already had that produces this gasoline, that does this gasification.
Yeah.
All he just needs is to build it in a bigger form, make it in a large scale, and then he produces this gas, and it can be sold. People are killing themselves because of crude oil that are naturally given to us. Why there are plastic that can be picked on the streets. Look at, if you have been to streets of Onitsha and a place called Abad in the east,
yes,
you're gonna see a lot of waste, plastic waste, degrading the environment that are not put to use. And we have people like this. What is
Wow.
the government doing? What is our government doing?
This kind
This
of guy,
is
the
so
government is
sad.
supposed to give him scholarship immediately.
Yes, yes, yes. It's unbelievable. Well, yes, just keep bringing these people, keep doing what you are doing, shining lights on them, and let's see how it goes. It's so sad. It's so sad that we have much. We are much talent. We are very talented, yet we have little. Have little.
You know, I think that only our generation will do it. So me, I stop even asking government for anything. By the grace of God, I'm just praying that God will let me loose from here as fast as possible. This kind of, I myself will look for the money and all the resources that are necessary to help him. It's not the only one. I'm sure there are many of them in Nigeria, and we are going to find them and we are going to help them out in Jesus' name.
Amen. God will help us. God will
Yes.
help us. And when it's time, just don't do it alone. Try to also bring us in, because we'll also be partakers and shareholders of what God is going to be doing, because these ideas are going to turn to multi-million industry. And
Yes.
as a business person, all I want, I like investment. I want to put my money in a place that I'll get it back. I send it a
Yes.
message and it comes back.
Yes.
That's what we do. Yeah,
Yes.
it's unbelievable. Thank you for discovering these
Prince,
people. Thank you for bringing them on this platform.
Prince Will, thank you so much for supporting me by calling in today.
Thank you. Take
Thank
care,
you.
sir.
Hello, Emeka. What would you like to say before we go? Maybe you would like to say something to our viewers who
I
are in
need to say
diaspora
is
here.
uh, the talents are born anyway is a free gift of nature. Sometimes, one problem we used to have in the society, especially people of society of today, is that we feel that God is a magician. I believe
that's
that
like that's what church,
I
those
believe that
religious
if
people
God,
are teaching now in churches.
yeah, I believe that if God really wants to solve everything himself, there's no need of creating us. He wanted us to be part and process of creation. Like getting things done. It's like starting from where he stopped. And I believe that was even what Christ meant when he asked his disciples, move into the world.
Yes.
I think I began to read meaning so that because it's true
Hello,
what God is.
hello, Emeka. Wait. I think we have a caller. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
I can't. Can you speak into your device? I can't hear you at all.
Hello, good afternoon.
Your voice is very low. I don't know. Are you speaking directly into your device? Hello.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, much better, much better. Who is calling from where, sir? Hello? Insurance, the wipe approval. I think we lost him. So meanwhile, while we are trying to get this guy back, I just want to encourage you people to, get in touch with this, our young brother, Emeka. Let's encourage him.
Hello, 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 hello.
If Drew Payavla is another tema, we are going to wait for the this caller again. Maybe we'll be able to get him back. Meanwhile, if you want to get my books in Nigeria, go to DSA Books Planet. One word. DSABooksplanet.com. Let's see if we'll be able to hear the voice of the caller this time. Hello?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Now we hear you too. Who is calling from where, sir?
Odeyemi is my name.
Odeyemi, is it from Nigeria? From
Well, I'm in Nigeria, but presently I'm not in Nigeria.
Okay,
I'm out of
sir.
the country.
All right.
Yeah, this is the first time I'm watching your program. It's an eye-opening. So
Oh,
loving, so loving. Already, I've gotten his contacts as he scrolls on the program.
yes.
I really want to make a suggestion because if we are
Okay.
waiting for government, government will never do anything about this. Do you
Yes.
want government to raise up a guy who has literally converted waste products into something the government is killing themselves to get? Don't you think about it that way? The government will not sponsor a guy to compete with them, knowing fully well the government of the country makes their money raw from this petroleum product and some other stuff. They would rather spend the money partying and on their girlfriend. I just want to make a suggestion. Why can't well wishers allow this guy to drop his account number and let there be fundraising? Let's raise this guy up. We have talented people in Nigeria. If we keep waiting for the government, nothing is going to be done. Let's take it proactively by our hands. Let's stop saying it is well or God will do it. We are the people God has to use. If
Yes.
God wants to save a nation, He's going to rake somebody. He rose Moses when it was time for Israel to be delivered. He
Yes.
rose up Jesus Christ when it was time for the whole world to be delivered. So we have to be the one to be risen now to take the glory of ourselves into our hands. He has given us the resources, so we have to take it by force. So I
Beautiful.
think we should just make a fundraising. We should stop procrastinating. I love this. I think let's do something. That's just my
Beautiful.
own contribution.
Beautiful.
Please make an avenue, get his account number. Let's create, if it means for us to make a video to go viral, if it means for us to make a fundraising just as it is being done in the United States, or go fund. There are many ways at which such fund can be raising in the United States. I think I know about that. Let's get something of that nature being done, and our people in diaspora can key into this. Let's stop waiting for the government. We don't have government. That is the gospel truth. We are the government of ourselves. All they are peculiar about is how to clinch and never to go back under their political seats. So let's be proactive. That's my own contribution, please.
I agree with you 100%, sir. But I've also had experience with our people trying to raise money for good cause like this. They would rather go and give their money to pastors and their GOs. That's what they have been
So
taught. Take
we can
money
do
to just
something.
so we can
We
do
can do
something. I
something.
think we should do it individually. I have a plan for him, and I'm going to do my best. And please, I want you to also get in touch with him and make
I
all
will,
the resources you have. Let's bring all our resources to the table and try to help him.
yeah, I will. But also, because you are there with this guy, you can as well get his account number, flash it on your program. And some people wouldn't want their name to be mentioned. They will transfer money there. I'm telling you the gospel truth. They will even do that. I mean, they will do much more than expectation. That is the gospel truth.
Thank you so very much, Apoyemi. Very great
Thank you, sir.
idea. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, please, can you show Emeka's contact again so that people might be, who might want to help will also get in touch with him direct and be able to ask for his account number. Yeah. So, yeah, Emeka, you were saying something. I wanted you to say something to our viewers before we go.
Okay,
Hello?
the one thing I need to say is that I'm really delighted in I've had everybody talking. Seriously, I know there are a whole lot of things going on in the world, but I still believe there will still be solution. Because if those things doesn't happen, there won't be people to come and solve it.
Yes.
Yeah. It's actually problems that brings about ideas and innovations.
Yes.
So let me just, I can't totally blame our company because if things were like maybe I would have done this, maybe if I have stayed back in my place, most of the things I'm doing today, I haven't been doing it anyway. Maybe if I'm not facing what I'm facing today, most of these issues, maybe I haven't maybe deemed it fit that there's something I can do. That's it. But I stated there, I want to encourage everybody, whatever you know you can do, you must be like me. I mustn't be like you. There's always one special thing you can do that you are very good at. But one thing you should know that first of all, you need to make a step. You can't just stay one place and claim everything. If you don't make a step, it's just like a kind of a very chapter. It's divine. Once you do something, make a step, you end up seeing the rest of the whole thing. That's how it works out. You can't just stay somewhere like play now. Okay, one thing I must make clear is that before you do something, try to pinpoint the end point of it. Don't be negative. Try to visualize the better part, I mean the fruitful part of it, the end point of it, not only the negative one. Forget about the negative one, they must come. But make sure that you have seen yourself as, and maybe you're already there, have done things. Visualize those glories that will come at the end. Look for there. Forget about the other thing that will come around, because challenges will come, they come to refine you. And I feel sure about anyway. So it's something that I've known. So don't be scared of trying new things. Like challenges
Beautiful.
will come.
Beautiful. Very wise words.
Just yeah. We'll end up getting there. I believe, sir. So much I believe. Even the school I've been running, I need to go to. I know I'll go because you see me. I know that at the end of the day, I have so many things, qualification in my name. I'm not really talking about paper qualification. I want to do it, and I'm sure if I stand in the public, I tell you I can do this, I'll get it done in presence there. That's kind of qualification I want. I don't want to go and get a book and come back. I want to be a kind of a run whereby I can stand and teach people, impact the people, and see people working with their hands, doing something. That's kind of education I want one. So I believe every other person, even you there, even the little you can do, any way you can do, whatever you can do, I'm sure you can be very good at that. It's not magic. God made it to be that way. So that's why we are created differently. So go into the world, preach the gospel, just solve problems. I'm so Mr. Sunday is my mentor. As can see him, he's doing a lot. It's because of him that you guys are seeing me today. So he's doing with the little he's doing what he can. So I believe you two out there seeing us, it mustn't be me, but you can do something. Thanks a lot.
Wow, powerful, Emeka. Thank you so very much. Have a wonderful day, Emeka, and we'll see you next time. God bless. Okay, guys, I'll be coming out I'll be coming back in the next 10-15 minutes to continue my series on understanding service and stewardship. Understanding service and stewardship. So please come back and join us. In the next 10-15 minutes, I will be back with you. And yeah, if you want to develop your creativity and innovative power like Emeka just told us, please go ahead and get the book, The Creative and Innovative Power of a Genius. And we will look forward to seeing you in the next 10-15 minutes. Peace.